Just 23 years of age is Nicholas Paul. Callum Saunders then. What can he do for New Zealand? Matt Richardson, the only Aussie in the final. Shah Sadom, who won the semi-final heat to take his place here after the big crash that affected Matt Glazer and Joe Turnbull. Kwesi Brown and Nicholas Paul, with Jack Keirin, who will lead them off and get on the wheel of the journey.
Craig McLean there with Nicholas Paul, just tap him on the back so you've got this, mate. Well, let's see how the gold, silver and bronze medals will be awarded.
This is a massive opportunity for Nicholas Paul to expand his palmares. He's a winner of a silver medal in the World Championships last year. He's also tasted gold in the Pan American Games, but the Commonwealth Games, a real opportunity to put his flag in the ground here as one of the top sprinters, which he most assuredly is, Nicholas Paul.
Well, Jack Keirin takes to the Derny. He's comfortable there, just getting himself...
Flexing those big sprinters' shoulders off his. It's Nicholas Paul.
And the situation's really good for Paul because he's on the wheel of Jack Keirin. And it's absolutely perfect. Jack Keirin's going to want to take this on when the Derny swings off. So Nicholas Paul is going to have a perfect lead out from Keirin.
Yep.
Callum Saunders from New Zealand, the last rider in that line of riders. Matt Richardson just in front of him is Jack Keirin. Still flexing his fingers now, looking twitchy, looking nervy, looking round to see what everybody's doing. The 5 riders on his wheel, though, inscrutable. Nobody changing position, no games being played at the moment. Keirin just looking around and checking.
Oh, here comes Saunders.
Comes Callum Saunders from New Zealand. Big charge up on the outside. Takes the front of the race as the Derny peels off. Keirin looks round, checks. Saunders not committed to that move, just eases up a little bit. The 2 riders from Trinidad and Tobago, buried in the middle of that pack. They have the numerical advantage.
Well, Jack Keirin just trying to make some space in front of him, running up onto the wheel. Here comes the big man from Trinidad and Tobago, Nicholas Paul.
Big move from Nicholas Paul. Can he ride them all away here? He takes the bell with a good few bike lengths advantage. Can he see it home? It's down to Jack Keirin of Scotland to try and chase the man from Trinidad and Tobago. They're coming, but they're not coming anything like fast enough. A brilliant ride from Nicholas Paul, the Commonwealth gold medalist here in London. Sensational. He destroyed the field, Nicholas Paul. The flag raised aloft here in London. That was brilliant. And in the development of his career, a milestone moment. Bonnie, he made it look so easy.
He made it look very, very easy, but his acceleration was phenomenal. When he decided to go, when he looked round and then he went, it was huge. He just opened up a huge gap between him and the other riders. And Jack Keirin, he chased and chased, but he didn't quite have enough to get anywhere near this very strong Paul.
Silver medal for Jack Keirin and for Scotland, and Malaysia pick up the bronze medal with Shah Sadom. Great ride from him. Promising ride from Jack Keirin. But they weren't in the same class as the winner. Picks up the flag now, Nicholas Paul, and receives the congratulations of Matt Richardson from Australia, who finished in 4th place. That was brilliant. A winner of the Pan American Games in the sprint, and now a Keirin winner at the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, no doubt this man, Nicholas Paul, is going to be the hot contender in the sprint as well. 4th at the Olympic Games. He'd like to add another gold medal, but for now he celebrates the Keirin victory. And a great 2nd place from Keirin, and Shadom, the Malaysian, in 3rd place.
In the end, he didn't have to use his teammate there to any effect. He just hit the front here and then rode them all off his wheel. Phenomenal initial acceleration and then an immense amount of staying power to see that gap all the way over the line. And they were beaten a long way out by Nicholas Paul there. That was the rush, the bunch gallop for second place, but it was always going to be second place after he got the gap. No looking back. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago played when he eventually gets his gold medal in a few minutes' time, after he's cooled down and that body of his has started to tick down and the mind absorb the magnitude of his achievement there as a gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games. Well, let's just tick the box and give confirmation of the official result. Paul in first, Carl in second, Shah Sarom, the bronze medalist, then Richardson, Callum Saunders of New Zealand, a rare moment without a medal for New Zealand, and Kwesi Brown, teammate of Nicholas Paul, in sixth place.